Hey guys, I'm the disc golf teacher here with Jordan from Pop Top Disc Golf, and we are here today playing the Shiver Meet Timbers course at Iowa Western's Treasure Cove Disc Golf Course. All right, so Jordan, tell us a little bit about what we're doing.
We're going to be playing best shot doubles and hopefully birdie every hole. That's the goal. If not, show you a good round that you can shoot here.
Yeah, there's definitely some holes out here that are pretty hard to birdie, so we're going to show you maybe the best game plan possible. Also, you want to stay tuned till the end of this video because Jordan and I at Pop Top and the disc golf teacher, we have a little surprise for you at the end that you will want to stick around for. All right, hole one is a 425-foot par 3, and speaking of hard birdies, holes 1, 2, and maybe 3 are probably the hardest ones to get on the course. You can either lay up to the left on this or kind of shoot through this small gap, but 425 feet is really tough to get that birdie. So I'm just going to lay up and then kind of tap in a 3 here for a par to start off with hole 1. Hole 2 is a 370-foot par 3, and to birdie this one, you probably have to throw some sort of a flex forehand because it's up that hill. So I'm just going to go with the layup play and then kind of toss it up this hill and hope to pitch in for my birdie after that. In fact, I think Jordan's going to pitch one in from about circle's edge there, so nice shot there. Hole 3 is a tough one as well. This one is kind of on a peninsula surrounded by OB Road. So you can choose to go for it, which is what I did for the sake of this video. I thought maybe one of the two of us could get on there, and I was able to. But you can also kind of bail out to the left in the safe grass area. Yeah, you can see it landed about 1 foot away from out of bounds. I was able to get the 2 there on hole 3. Hole 4 is a 225-foot par 3. This is probably a must-get birdie for most people. It's just going to be around this first tree, and so I'm throwing kind of a pretty slow mid-range. And yeah, it just checks up nice there by the basket. Bag on, tap in. Pretty nice there for hole 4. Hole 5 is a 380-foot par 3. This one, you really want to get past this ridge. Let's see if Jordan can do that. It's going to hyzer in nice, but it does check up there kind of on this side of that ridge, and so you notice we have quite the putt to get here. This is definitely well inside circle 2, but I was able to sneak it in for the birdie. Hole 6 is a 595-foot par 4. This is one that's in the gold position, and so you just want to get kind of as far as you can off the tee. The real danger here is the field on the left that does play out of bounds. The bean field there, and so if you can avoid that, and even if you have to take a par on this hole, you're probably gonna be doing better than most. So but we were able to sneak in the birdie. We'll put 2 in there just for good measure. Hole 7 is a 509-foot par 4. Besides the tricky tee pad I slipped off, this again is in the gold position. If you just get kind of up there past the short basket or somewhere right around the short basket area, you're gonna be doing pretty good. And then it's severely uphill towards this sign, and depending on what the wind's doing, it can be really tricky to get up there. In fact, we both landed a little bit short, but Jordan was able to make the putt. Hole 8 is a 212-foot par 3. I think this is the shortest hole on the course, just right there in front of you. Don't do what I did. I left a little bit short again down this hill. You want to be on top of that to give yourself a nice even footing for your putt. Hole 9, this I think is the prettiest hole on the course. It is 298-foot par 3, and you just want to really kind of get past these first few trees and then let the disc do the work for you and hyzer in there towards the basket. And again, this should probably be a must get for most people. There we go. Hole 10 is a 322-foot par 3. This one is way to the right of where the basket normally is and a little bit further. I don't know how I don't hit this light pole right here, but you want to also get around kind of this last big bushy tree. If you land in front of that or in it, it will drop down pretty short. It'd be hard to make that putt, but we were able to get it in for the birdie. All right, hole 11 is a 490-foot par 4. This one has a Mando on the right, forcing you to go left of it. Jordan went with the big Sky Annie over the top. You can also go forehand to make the Mando, but you'll probably land somewhere by the short pad, and depending on where you're at with the trees, you can either go probably forehand or backhand in. I did not get the footage for the putt though, but I got that close enough. We were able to make the putt for the birdie. Hole 12 is a 593-foot par 4. Also has some Mandos. It's a triple Mando. You have to go underneath the bridge, and so kind of a neat feature there. And then once you're through there, it should just be a little pitch up to the basket. You do want to be to the right off the tee though, so you aren't pinched off around that corner. Give yourself a look at the easy birdie. Hole 13 is a 334 foot all downhill par 3. And I'm just going with the mid-range here, kind of nice straight mid-range. And you want to land either kind of on the hill and check up, but it is super easy to go past it if you get a little bit too high off your drive. But we were able to get that one for another birdie as well. Hole 14 is a 245 foot par 3. You have to get through this really kind of tricky gap off the tee with either a turnover or a forehand, but once you're down in there, it should be an easy birdie to get. Hole 15 is a 245 foot par 3. No one really takes that straight gap. You got to go around this with either a forehand or a slight turnover. We both needed that to turn over a little bit more for us, but luckily I was able to hit a nice jumper to get another birdie there on 15. Hole 16, another 212 foot par 3. This one you get to go forehand flex, or Jordan's getting a little sneaky here through the trees and slides right up a little bit past the basket even, but nails the comebacker. So nice job there. Hole 17 has a down tree limb. I don't know if they'll get that cleaned up or not for the tournament, but if you can sneak just over it, you should end up somewhere down by the basket, probably even in the circle to make some sort of a putt for your birdie on that one. All right, last hole, hole 18 is a 600 foot par 5. This is actually a reachable eagle, but you do have to get a really nice drive off the tee. And you can see I'm actually turning something over to avoid the out of bounds road. The rough on the right is fine. And then I'm going over the road on this next shot. It does play as like an island over there as another safe spot. All the grass I think is safe here. And I barely slid in. In fact, I'm gonna take my meter because I was just barely inside and I want to get as close as possible for my eagle bid. I do have quite the headwind blowing at me. Let's see if I can punch one in for an eagle. Oh yeah, nice. I was super excited about it. Let's go. Yeah, I was excited. All right, guys, thanks for watching our practice round. Again, this was Jordan from Pop Top Disc Golf, and I, of course, am the disc golf teacher. Hopefully this gives you an idea of how to birdie every hole, or at least play the hole for a really good score out here at the Shiver Meet Timbers Disc Golf Course at Treasure Cove. Also, Jordan, what is our surprise we have for the folks?
Me, the Pop Top crew, and the disc golf teacher collabed. We went to Atlantic, Iowa, which is one of the premier disc golf courses in all of Iowa, and we played doubles. So the front nine is gonna be right here. After you watch that, go check out the back nine.
All right, guys, until next time, we'll see you out there
on the course.
Peace.